Hello, good evening, Happy New Year. I'm Roger Johnson. Welcome to the first full North West Tonight of 2023. Thank you for being with us. I hope you had a good festive season. Our top story tonight, Eleanor Williams injured herself with a hammer to support fake claims that she was the victim of an Asian grooming gang. She's been convicted today of perverting the course of justice. Her claims led to protests by right-wing groups and to one man being wrongly imprisoned. Also, a woman from Barrow-in-Furness has been found guilty of perverting the course of justice after falsely claiming on Facebook that she'd been groomed, trafficked and beaten by an Asian gang. Eleanor Williams even injured herself with a hammer to back up her story. It led to Asian businesses in the town being attacked, to right-wing groups demonstrating there, and one man being arrested and held in police cells. But a jury at Preston Crown Court today decided that she'd made it all up, as Phil McCann reports.
This is the face of a teenager that went viral. Eleanor Williams posted these pictures on Facebook when she was 19 in 2020. She said she was the victim of a gang of Asian men who were raping her, beating her and causing her horrendous injuries. Her allegations shocked a town. They led to protests during the first COVID lockdown. They also led to the far right paying attention.
That queue of cars will actually go for miles.
But rumours had been circulating across this town for a year before her Facebook post, because Williams had been speaking to the police. She had made allegations to them against a series of men, and rumours quickly spread. Cumbria Police spent months looking into Eleanor Williams' allegations. She got help from a local women's charity here. The police put her up in hotels to keep her safe. But the prosecution in her trial said that she was charged with perverting the course of justice when the police discovered that her allegations, which spread around this town like wildfire, were, in their words, a pack of lies from first to last. Her trial at Preston Crown Court heard that she also fabricated evidence to support her claims, like her injuries in these photos. The jury was told she caused them to herself with a hammer.
They smashed them, smashed the windscreen.
Mohammed Ramzan was one of the men she named. He runs an ice cream business and used to own restaurants in Barrow.
The town was a step away from anarchy, really. Would walk out on the street, people would shout out to me, pedo. Kids used to come out here, throw stones, throw flour, stuff at the windows and say, pedo.
Williams claimed Mr Ramzan was one of the leaders of her grooming gang. She claimed, amongst other things, that he once coerced her into going to Amsterdam, where he forced her to work in a brothel and tried to sell her in a slave auction. But when she said he was in Amsterdam with her, bank and phone records proved the truth, that Mohammed Ramzan was actually here, shopping at B&Q in Barrow and filling his car with petrol at the local Asda.
There's so many movies, Gone Girl, it's all put together and you've just thrown my name in the mix. For what reason? It just baffles me, and it's horrendous.
Jordan was another man who she claimed raped her. But unlike the others Williams accused, he was charged and spent more than 2 months on remand in prison before the charges were dropped.
Once something's said in Barrow, because it's just a small town, that's it, it's stuck with you for the rest of your life.
Jordan had met Williams once on a night out.
I was put in the cells with an actual paedophile. He told me he was guilty and stuff, and I asked for a cell change. They wouldn't change my cell. I was just locked away with, it's not nice to say, but people you don't want to be locked away with.
Then there was Liam Wood. She met him on a dating site. A similar age to Williams, he worked in Tesco's in Essex. But she told the police he was an Asian drug dealer and part of Mr Ramzan's gang. She said that gang brought her to Blackpool one night, where they threatened to kill her and throw her into the sea unless she had sex with a series of different men. CCTV showed she was in Blackpool that night, but she was actually in a hotel room on her own, eating a pot noodle and watching TV.
It's absolutely crazy. It just doesn't make sense. I feel disgusted that my name is being tarnished with something like that.
Thousands of pounds was raised for Eleanor Williams, but opinions have been changing in Barrow since she went on trial. The same is true too for some on the far right.
If those Muslim men are innocent,
then it's disgusting what's being said about them.
It's 3.5 years now since Williams first went to the police. She, this town, and her victims have been waiting since then for justice.
I'm getting my life back now. It has been very difficult, very, very difficult. I don't hope no man goes through this.
Phil McCann, BBC North West Tonight, Barrow.
Next tonight, the family of a couple from Neston in Wirral who were killed